But once I cut off individuals and even some relatives, boom, here I am, baby, 800 subs deep. 800 subs deep.
Open up, you OPN, bitch, you won't BBM.
Hey you, welcome back to my channel, you guys. If you can't tell by the title of this video what we're gonna get into a little spirituality, a little bit. I'm not gonna always be like this, but I did want to talk about this specific thing because Daniel, if you became a believer and seen something for yourself and had something done in your life firsthand, then you want to talk about it. You want to talk about it. So in this video, I'm just going to be simply talking about my personal encounters with the law of attraction and manifestation. No, this is not another manifestation video, ABC. Well, it is, but Daniel, like, I wouldn't just be doing a video just to be tagging along type shit. I do videos based off of like my truth and just knowing that I've dealt with something myself. So since I have clarification on certain things that I want to talk about and stuff like that, you know, like why not? You know, why not? I don't know if I should sit down. So I have came outside before getting dressed. Just want to get some natural lighting. You guys are safe. Consider yourself safe. I'm gonna get close to y'all because this is like really it's almost trippy because you don't think that things can happen to you just by using your brain, but it really does. I've gotten into and dug deep into law of attraction just via my own research and things like that. I started my sage and smudging journey back in 2017, early 2016. And I'm not gonna go into the saging and smudging thing because that's its own like title and thing in itself. But the law of attraction, I've always felt, how can I explain this? I've always felt growing up that absolutely you can become what your mind says. Like I've always had that type of attitude. Like absolutely, if I think this, so shall it be type of thing. I've always had that kind of attitude, even as a young person, not necessarily knowing that it was law of attraction and stuff like that. I've just always been a positive thinker. Like I've always told myself I'm gonna be the most famous person to come out of San Antonio. I've always told myself I'm going to get big on somebody's music video. I've always said things like that, and I still believe things like that, although it hasn't happened yet. I'm still believing because that's just the way my brain set it. Like I just know it's gonna happen. Like that's just me. I just know it's going to happen. I've always thought like that. And so just a little bit of backstory, like 2017, 2016-ish, I was like in a situation where I had to live with other people. I didn't have my own home. I wouldn't say I was homeless per se, but I was homeless. And so anyway, what I used to do, my job wasn't like doing anything for me, nothing like that. Lamar had just got fired from his job that he's been with for so many years. And I'm just like, we're just like looking at each other like, bro, like we've come to our wits end. Now we don't even have no kind of income, maybe. So long story short, I used to talk every day as if we were moving out. I used to say things like, it's all about sentencing. I used to say things like, when we move out, or when we move, this is type of furniture, or like, here's the couch that I want to get when we move. I would say things like that, like when we do it, instead of if that makes sense. So a little bit after he got fired and let go, and I'm walking around talking to him as if we have some kind of miraculous money that we're just gonna move out of nowhere. And like Lamar's looking at me crazy too, like, bro, you're talking very positive for someone in our situation. Like, I just lost my job, your job ain't about shit. What do you mean when we move? Like, he used to look at me like that. So we got this miraculous call. We moved out, honey. We moved into a place that neither one of us thought we'd like live in. Well, I did. You see what I'm saying? We end up getting our own place. We end up getting our own car, each paid for, like no notes type thing. You know, you get a lease, you get into a lease, and it's like 12, 13 months type thing. So when it was close to time for us to move, I had got my eye on another apartment. It was a more luxurious apartment, things like that. We went to go look at it one time. The first time, the customer service sucked. The leasing office, one of the leasing office workers, he did not want to show us, you know how like you go and see what you want to get before you get it type thing. He did not want to show us the unit. Actually, what he said to us is, you might want to view the unit when you get closer to time of you wanting to actually go ahead and lease. So I took it as homeboy didn't believe that we were going to be able to get that place. Like, I think homeboy was literally stereotyping us. I really believe that. So of course, I'm turned off by this. I'm just like, you know what, bro? Fuck these apartments. Like, they got somebody like that working up in here. Like, fuck that, Daniel. Like, I was so turned off by that. But I still was determined because this place was amazing. It's just like everything that I wanted in an apartment. Like, it's amazing. Like, I just have to have this. Like, this is mine. Like, but I did kind of give up. Then one day we was just riding by it, or for some reason, and the market was just like, come on, you want to go try it again? You want to go try and see if we can get someone else to show us and this and that. I wasn't down for it. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was a negative Nancy that day. I was just kind of like, nah. Like, after homeboy did what he did, like, nah, I ain't feeling them. Like, no. But Lamar was just like, let's just give it another shot. Let's just see if someone will be willing to show it to us, A, B, and C. So long story short, they ended up showing us. And the second time around, we actually got to see the unit itself in 3D because we're actually getting a tour this time by a female. And I'm just floored, bro. Like, we walked in, it's this big ass gigantic island in the middle. It's just like something I just never experienced living in. Like, as a kid, my parents always had the nicest, bigger house, but that was back then big house type shit. Now, like, interior decorating is on a whole nother level now in this genre. So you get what I'm saying? Certain things that this place had and has, I wasn't seeing it back then when my parents were buying houses and stuff. Like I said, we had big ass houses, nice ass houses, but it was just kind of like old schooler interior. You know what I mean? Like, it had a big ass island and stuff like that. Like, it just didn't. So we seen it. I seen the island, fell in love with the island, fell in love with the fact that it had all this stuff. And Lamar, he usually is, I don't want to call him the Debbie Downer, but he's usually like the one that I guess thinks realistically, but I feel like my thinking is realistic too. But he's the one that's always thinking like, oh, like hopefully we get it type shit, or hopefully we can do, hopefully. I'm just the one always saying like, no, this is ours. It's about when we get our key, when they say yes type shit. So after seeing this place, we did everything we had to do, sign up, you know, application, put the application in, and guess what? We got the unit. We ended up getting a unit that was never lived in before. Our unit was the first unit ever lived in, and we got it. You know why? Because I was talking as if we already had it. Like, when we went to go view it, when they were just showing it to us, I was already like, not that unit that they showed us, because they didn't show us the unit that we actually moved into, but I was still like on some positive shit. Like, when we went back to our house at that time, our apartment, our first apartment, I was already saying shit like, you know, that room in there, Josiah's room, we gonna put this in there. We was like, I'm already talking like that. Like, that's just how I talk after we see something. Like, I'm already putting the rooms together. Like, I talk about them together like if it's already happened. And so, like I said, it did. It fucking happened. Even I was shocked. I kind of was taken back by it. Like, yo, we actually got approved for this shit. Like, yo, like, we actually like living here. Like, yo, like, that was our first place where we had our first walk-in kitchen. I'm gonna put some clips because I did snap it, so I'm gonna go do it for y'all. I'm gonna go dig up my little lost files and I'll have it in this video because y'all know I'm just so nice like that. So since I'm so nice, just go ahead and subscribe if you made it this far. I'll wait. Come with Jim and Daniel, you know, we're real laid back over here. But yeah, we were like, bro, I'm just like fascinated by this because I'm like, man, all I did was think it. All I did was think it and believed it. Like all I did. And guess what? That's all it takes. Like that's all it takes is you believing it. Like, so I'm just gonna move on my story so I could just get into the point, right? So it became ours. Like it became ours for 12 months. So putting us to current now, which was just about like Christmas song. How refreshing. Putting us current, we moved again after our lease was up. We're not breaking any kind of like leases and stuff like that. So Corona happened, and Corona caused, you know, a lot of leasing homes and stuff like that to give people their own self tours, so that way you won't be in contact with people. So I seen another luxurious place because like in my head I'm like, okay, our second place of living was very luxurious. It was considered a luxurious apartment complex. So if we're gonna move somewhere just like it or better. That's just my whole theory. Like, of course, reasonable pricing and stuff like that, but if we're gonna move somewhere, we're gonna move somewhere just like it or better. So our first unit we got was bomb. We had a garage, stuff like that. It was bomb. Then our second place we moved to was the luxurious apartment, bomb. Y'all saw it. Like that's why I was vlogging at for the last couple of months with the rooftop. I'm gonna miss that rooftop parking though. I'm gonna miss that. Like that was like our like place to go, like me and Joe. But that's okay. Like, you know, that's okay. You like drop something for something better sometimes. Sometimes something drop. For instance, in our kitchen, our newer kitchen, we don't have a wine cooler like the ones that was presented to us at the other place. But that's okay. You know, you win some, you lose some. It was coming towards the end, you know, they're doing self-touring. This luxurious apartment complex came with townhomes. Now, the second one that we just moved out of didn't offer townhomes. It do have a 3-bedroom. It do have 6 floors. These ones out here have 5 or 4 floors. But they offer townhomes and penthouses out here. Listen. If they didn't have the unit that we're in right now available, I would have went for a penthouse as my second choice because them hoes are so huge. But anyway, we did our self-tour. We came, they had the little folder ready on their leasing door with my name on it, with the, you know, the directions of where we're going and this and that. So, gotta turn her down, Ella. So we drive around the complex. We noticed like these garages, everything A, B, and C, you know, stuff like that. And so we came in the townhome with stairs, personal garage. It's literally like a mini house. We have a front yard and this and that, like garage and everything like that. So we came in and we actually looked at 2 units. We looked at a townhome without the stairs, and we looked at this one specifically with the stairs. Excuse me. Everything else came. The walk-in shower, everything else, like everything else is here. The big island that you see, it's just everything like the second unit. It's just that the extra pro is the self garage that comes attached to our home, and then the stairs, just the whole extra room. We're in a 3-bedroom now versus the second luxurious home was only a 2-bedroom. That's okay. So anyway, after we got done viewing it and seeing it, me, Lamar, and Joe, we went home, and I was talking already like it was ours. Like I was already doing the same thing I did with the last unit. I was like, I already know like when we were in here by ourselves, I was like setting up my living room. I was just like, okay, I know I'm gonna have to put the couch over here because the TV jack is on this wall. I was just kind of like throwing it out in the atmosphere while we were already standing in here. Like I was already saying all that stuff. Like it was already ours. Like that, it's a wrap. It's ours. Like I done seen it, fell in love with it. It's ours. Like, so I was just talking so confidently, like, you know, like I desired, I don't want to use the word want because that can come off as selfish or greedy. I desired a 3rd bedroom so that way I can have like an extra powder room so I can do YouTube without interfering with the living room or just being in the way. Like I just always wanted my own like kind of privacy area for YouTube and stuff like that. So that's another reason why we got a 3-bedroom. long story short, as I always state, after reviewing it in here, y'all, I went home, talked about it like it was ours. I was like, you can ask Lamar. I was already saying, like, when we get it, I was like, no. I was saying, like, no, that unit is ours. Like, nobody else is gonna fucking get it. That's ours. A, B, and C. We applied. We did everything we needed to do. Boom. Came back with an approval. Not just an approval. We didn't have to pay anything moving in this bitch. You know how usually you have to pay maybe the the prorated rent, you know, stuff like that. You have to pay the prorated rent or maybe an extra deposit. We didn't have to pay nothing. And we get 6 weeks free because it came with a special. So it's just like, God bless us once, but 3 times. Because let me tell y'all something. I didn't get no stimulus yet. I'm having stimulus issues right now. I'm having unemployment issues. Like, I didn't get any of that shit that Corona gave us. Like, you know how everybody got their little checks and stuff? Josiah ain't got his check because guess what? Somebody claimed him in 2019. So I was already in the 2019 funk with refund before Corona came and stopped the IRS from taking calls and shit. So now I'm having like back-to-back issues that has backed up. Me, Joe, has not seen no stimulus, nothing like that. So it's just kind of like, of course, at one point I'm just like, man, like, when I was down about it. I was a little bit down about it, but then we got that call back that we're going back to work. A, B, and C, that kind of lifted my spirit. So I'm like, okay, at least I can work for something and not feel as broke. But I've always been positive because the government's gonna owe me some fucking money once they finally answer these motherfucking phone calls. So I'm just gonna wait. That's another affirmation right there for me. With all that being said, I didn't see any stimulus and I was just so blessed with this townhome. We got the townhome because I wanted the townhome. I was thinking about the townhome like it was ours. So let's just get into this. So on Netflix, I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers talk about this movie, but they actually went and purchased the movie and things like that. This movie is actually on Netflix. It is called The Secret. I'm telling y'all a funny story, okay? I'm always on Netflix under the documentary area because that's just where your girl likes to be. As I already stated in one of my videos, I love documentaries, okay? Can't get enough. Can't get enough. I'm always seeing the, you know how they show like the picture of what the movie is or whatever. I'm always seeing the picture of The Secret, but I'm always skipping it because just based off the picture, you think it's ancient type shit, which I'm okay with watching shit about mummies and the pyramid and stuff like that, but not all the time. Like I said, when I get on documentaries, I want to watch some story shit, the real story type like shit. So and they were talking about how their lives changed and stuff after watching the video and stuff like that, and I'm just like, this is a fucking law of attraction video this whole time? This whole time, this was a law of attraction video. Like, I was actually upset because I'm all about stuff like that and I never clicked on it to watch it. So I finally clicked on it because I came across it 2 nights ago when I was in my research of finding something to watch. And I'm just like, oh shit, I totally forgot, like, this is on here. Let me watch it and just see what the hoop is about. And y'all, when I watched it, I'm gonna watch it again tonight. Like, I'm gonna start trying to watch that before I go to bed so I can go to bed with like a positive mind and stuff like that. But when I watched it, it just confirmed everything that I've already like been going through. Like, it confirmed everything that I've done in my own personal practice of law of attraction. It's just a must watch if you want to have life-changing results in yourself. If you're someone who feels like, man, like, nothing good ever comes to me because A, B, and C, that video will literally teach you how to come out of that mindset. It's really simple. I can teach you right now, but I just advise you to watch the movie or the video. It's a movie because it's like an hour long. It's not like series or nothing like that, but I encourage you to watch it if you want life-changing experiences and things like that. And you have to really take it serious. You can't watch it and think like, oh, this is just what YouTubers talking about. This shit is not like up for watching. Yes, it is, Daniel. Trust me. Like, it confirmed what I've always thought, what I always talk about in my own personal household. I always tell Lamar, like, speak things into existence. Like, I always tell him, you're gonna get this, you're gonna win the lottery, you're gonna do this, I'm always talking to him like that because it's true. It's gonna happen and it can happen. You know what I'm saying, Sheila? Like, it can happen. So I just really advise y'all to watch The Secret. Like I said, I'm going to attempt to watch this shit before I go to bed every night so I can go to bed positive, on a positive note. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Y'all have to declare y'all things, but y'all have to believe it. Y'all cannot just say it and be like, okay, I did it, I said it, I think it. Where is it? You have to believe. You have to watch the movie, because they go into so much depth about specific subjects on that, like believing it, feeling it, becoming it. They go into more depth about it, but you literally have to believe. I'm just telling you from my own personal words, you have to walk it like you motherfucking talk it. You have to talk about certain things like it's already yours, literally. And it becomes life-changing, I promise y'all. I'm literally like a firm believer. I'm in a townhome. Like, I'm in a townhome with the attached garage. I'm in the extra room. I have all this space. This place is so huge, y'all. It's like a house. Like, y'all ain't hearing me though. So that's just all I wanted to talk to you Daniels about. So yeah, hopefully y'all could take from that and like make y'all's dreams come true. It's never too late. You just have to really believe that it'll happen, and voila. Yeah. So on to just one more thing I wanted to show y'all. Lamar got me an iPhone 11 that came out of nowhere today. Didn't see it coming or nothing. Of course, I already have it open because that's what I'm using right now to film. But I wanted to show you what comes inside this bad boy. So we're just going to dig inside of it. Here is the box. Well, the phone looks exactly like this. It's white and it looks exactly like that. It says iPhone right here. And inside it came with its wired headphones. It's wired headphones. I'm gonna give these to Joe because I have AirPods, but it comes with that. It also came with its charger cord, which is attached to the phone right now, and it actually came with a base. I haven't seen phones come with bases in a long time, so it came with its own little basey here. And yeah, that's it. Like I'm just thankful because I didn't even expect this. Like, you know, like good things come to those who are just super positive, you gotta believe in things. You gotta also let some people go. You gotta let some people go that you've known maybe your whole life. You gotta let some people go because their energy is not matching your energy. And once you see that you've gotten rid of their energy and you see that change, then you'll come back and be like, oh, that's what MONDÈ was talking about. Yeah, we've been best friends, but I had to let him go. Once I let him or her go, I became this. Because I've always wanted to do YouTube, but I never thought that anybody around me would take it serious because nobody But once I cut off individuals and even some relatives, boom, here I am, baby, 800 subs deep. 800 subs deep. So, and it also comes with, I guess you could put like these little logo things on the phone. I don't know, but it came with that. That's the box. And I wanted to show that. I don't know if I did a YouTuber support video, but y'all can also just connect this as a YouTuber support video. Go ahead and network under my comment section. You already know, don't spam, don't anything. And if you personally come and subscribe to your girl and become a Daniel, let me know and I'll go ahead and sub back to you guys, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to a gem, and I'll see you guys in the next video.